This year, the UUFA celebrates our 75-year history as a fellowship. There will be a full month of celebration in October, and you will have ample opportunities to hear all the details of what fellowship life has been like through the years. Consider this short video an introduction or a preview for coming attractions, as if we were sitting together in a movie theater. Won't it be nice to do that again? The most formal telling of our history begins at 3 p.m. Sunday, June 2nd, 1946, when a small group of people interested in Unitarianism met at the Iowa State Memorial Union. The meeting anticipated the nationwide fellowship movement. The group met every other week for discussions with the Unitarian minister from Des Moines, the Reverend Grant Butler. They discussed the main points of whatever sermon he had delivered that morning. Early in 1948, Butler was called to Boston to a position with the National Unitarian Association to organize fellowships. On November 7, 1948, he returned to Ames and gave a rousing talk about the fellowship concept, its benefits to individuals and local communities, and the strength it would add to Unitarianism nationally. That evening, the group voted to accept the invitation to become the third fellowship in the country. After about 4 years of meeting in the Memorial Union, the fellowship moved to Alumni Hall, also on the university campus, and rented the YWCA suite of rooms for Sunday school. This arrangement continued for more than 15 years, and the congregants came to call themselves the Church of the Cardboard Box, because every time they met, they had to unpack and then pack again. It was during this period in 1959 when the imminent vote to either disband the fellowship because of dwindling numbers or to take the $50 left in savings to begin a fund to build a meeting place. That agreement was made, and the $50 was transformed into the seed of a building fund. It was 10 more years before the group grew robust enough to purchase land on Highland Avenue and break ground in 1969. Today, that original building, dedicated in 1970, an iconic concrete structure of circular walls and unusual angles, has seen an addition here and an addition there to keep up with growth. The next historic milestone was the calling of the first minister in the 40th anniversary year. That means that the fellowship was lay-led for 40 years, which is a very important part of the legacy of this fellowship. The Reverend Sidney Morris was called as the first minister in May of 1987. A significant addition was made to add Fellowship Hall as our gathering space for Sunday mornings, events, and house the gallery in the round. This addition was dedicated in 1992 in our 45th year. The second called minister, the Reverend Brian Esslinger, began his UUFA ministry in 1997 and served for 13 years. During his years of service, another addition was built to add the office spaces, the classrooms downstairs, and an elevator. After ending his time of service, the congregation named him as the UUFA Minister Emeritus. In 2012, I was called as the third full-time minister, and it has been my pleasure to serve this fellowship. In 2021, UUFA was recognized for its long-term commitment to climate change action and for being the first institution in Ames to be 100% solar due to our high level of involvement in the Solar Energy Pack project. Additionally, over the years, UUFA has been dedicated to social justice issues such as immigration, housing, mental health, feeding the hungry, LGBTQ plus issues, and equality, climate change, and Black Lives Matter. Time will tell, but history may show that the way the congregation and staff responded to the pandemic and over a year of having the building closed will impact every aspect of shared ministry as we look to the future. We will remember staying together apart and that the building may be closed, but the fellowship is open. As we remember the past 75 years this year, we look forward to having you as part of our celebration for what we can celebrate and accomplish together in the next 75 years.